You're here for a reason, trust that. There's a cosmic alignment that brought you to this very moment, to this very screen. It wasn't an accident. It's a calling, a whisper from the universe guiding you toward a profound shift. You might feel a stirring within, a deep knowing that something more is possible, a sense that the life you're experiencing is quite the masterpiece you envisioned. That's okay. That feeling is the first sign of awakening, the first crack in the edifice of limitation. As we move forward, we're going to peel back the layers of what you think reality is and reveal the energetic underpinnings that truly shape it. Prepare to confront the subtle, yet powerful blockages that have been masquerading as insurmountable obstacles. Then, we'll tune into potent auditory codes, almost like secret frequencies, that will begin to subtly reprogram your subconscious mind. The goal, instant wealth and breathtaking shifts in your reality. And as our journey concludes, a gentle, energetic pulse will confirm that this new program isn't just a fleeting experience. It's setting down roots, integrating into the very fabric of your being, and continuing to work its magic long after you've logged off. So, breathe deep, relax your shoulders, and let the profound trance begin. The journey ahead promises to reveal the deepest truths about how your reality is constructed, but first, we need to acknowledge the silent power that orchestrates it all. And real quick, make sure to subscribe for more videos. Now let's keep going. Think of your subconscious mind as the ultimate master builder, the architect behind the entire construction of your life. It's not just a storage unit for memories. It's a dynamic, living force that actively shapes your experiences, your opportunities, and even your perception of yourself. Every thought, every feeling, every belief you hold has likely been filtered and solidified within this hidden realm. This is where the blueprints for your reality are drawn. Your deepest desires, your most persistent fears, your most ingrained habits, they all originate here. It's constantly receiving information, both from your external world and your internal landscape, and using it to construct your present circumstances. But here's the crucial part. Much of what's stored within your subconscious was put there long ago, often without your conscious consent. It's like inheriting old, outdated architectural plans without realizing it. These programs are running in the background, influencing everything you do and think, even when you're consciously trying to manifest something entirely different. So, if your subconscious is truly the architect of your world, how do you begin to understand the designs it's currently working with? That's precisely what we need to uncover next. The truth about why so many attempts at creation fall flat lies in understanding these underlying architectural plans. You've probably heard about manifestation. You've likely tried it yourself. You visualize, you affirm, you read the books, you listen to the podcasts, and yet the results you're craving feel stubbornly out of reach. Why is that? It often boils down to a fundamental misunderstanding of how the process actually works. Manifestation isn't just about sending out positive thoughts into the void. It's about becoming a vibrational match to what you desire. If you're holding onto deep-seated beliefs of lack, scarcity, or unworthiness, no amount of positive affirmations can completely override that underlying programming. Your subconscious, the powerful architect we just discussed, is still running the old blueprints. Imagine trying to paint a masterpiece on a canvas that's already covered in dark, muddy splotches. You can try to add vibrant colors, but they'll likely be dulled and distorted by what's underneath. Your subconscious beliefs are those muddy splotches. They're the energetic blockages creating resistance to your desires. The conscious mind might want abundance, but if the subconscious is filled with programs of "I'm not good enough" or "money is hard to get," the universe receives a mixed signal. It's like sending out a telegram with half the words scrambled, and when signals are scrambled, the outcome is rarely what you intended. Understanding these hidden programs is key. But where do these persistent, often negative, blueprints even originate? That's the fundamental question we need to explore next. Every single belief, every reaction, Every subtle judgment you make about the world and yourself originates from a source. Think of your subconscious mind as a vast library, and the books within it are your code, the fundamental programming that dictates your life. This code wasn't spontaneously generated. It was downloaded, copied, and absorbed, largely during your formative years. From the moment you were born, you were a sponge, soaking up everything around you. The words your parents used, the way they reacted to situations, the financial struggles they faced, the compliments or criticisms they gave, all of it was coded into your developing mind. This wasn't just passive observation. You were actively downloading the operating system of the adults and the environment around you. Societal norms, cultural expectations, religious teachings, and even the news you consumed as a child all contributed to this foundational code. It's like inheriting a software package that was developed in a different era, with different bugs and limitations. You're running on a system that wasn't necessarily designed for the reality you want to create now. These early downloads are incredibly potent because your young mind lacked the critical faculty to filter them. Anything presented as truth by trusted figures was accepted as fact. And as you grew, these early programs became so ingrained that they started to feel like your inherent truths rather than learned behaviors. So, if you're running this old code, how can you recognize that it's even active? What are the telltale signs that you're operating from a past identity rather than your most empowered present self? It's incredibly subtle, but there are clear indicators that you're still operating from an outdated identity, a program installed long ago that no longer serves you. The first sign is a persistent feeling of being stuck, no matter how much effort you put into changing your circumstances. You hit invisible walls, repeating the same patterns of behavior and experiencing similar disappointments. Do you find yourself constantly self-sabotaging? Perhaps you get close to a goal, only to inexplicably derail yourself at the last minute. That's a classic sign of an old identity fighting for survival. It's like an old operating system trying to run a new, complex application. It has to actively resist or crash. Another big clue is a recurring sense of internal conflict. You want one thing, but you consistently do another. You tell yourself you want to be healthy, but you crave junk food. You desire deep connection, but you push people away. This dissonance is your old identity rebelling against the new desires you're trying to embrace. Chronic comparison with others can also be a signal. If you're constantly measuring yourself against others, feeling inadequate or envious, it implies you haven't fully embraced your own unique worth. You're looking outside yourself for validation, a behavior often downloaded from an identity that believed its worth was dependent on external approval. These are not minor glitches. They are strong signals that your core programming needs an update. But what if you could tap into a version of yourself that is infinitely more capable and aligned with your true potential? Imagine reality not as a single, fixed path, but as an infinite branching network of possibilities. Within this concept lies the staggering idea of the multiverse, and more importantly, the multiverse of you. You, as you exist right now, are just one iteration of yourself across countless potential realities. In some of these realities, you are living the exact life you dream of. You are abundant, radiant, and fully expressed. In others, you might be facing challenges you can't even fathom. The crucial point is that all of these yous are expressions of your core essence, just operating within different energetic frameworks. Your current reality is simply the frequency you're tuned into, the particular channel of you that's broadcasting most strongly. Think of it like a radio dial. There are thousands of stations playing simultaneously, but you only hear the one you're currently tuned to. Your subconscious programming dictates which station you are broadcasting on. The exciting implication here is that you can, in fact, shift those stations. You can align yourself with a version of you that already possesses the qualities and circumstances you desire. This isn't about becoming someone else. It's about awakening to the vastness of who you already are and choosing which expression to amplify. But how do you know which channel you're currently on? What is the signal that reality is receiving from you? That's what we need to look at next. Everything in existence, including you, is energy vibrating at a specific frequency. Your thoughts, your feelings, your beliefs, your intentions, they all contribute to the unique energetic signal you are constantly broadcasting to the universe. Reality, in essence, is a mirror reflecting this signal back to you. It's not a complex mystical process. It's a fundamental law of energetic correspondence. If your dominant energetic signal is one of fear, lack, or doubt, reality will respond by showing you more of what confirms those vibrations. It will present circumstances, people, and opportunities that align with that frequency. You'll see evidence of why you should be afraid or why you are lacking. Conversely, if your signal is one of abundance, gratitude, and confidence, reality will mirror that back. Opportunities will seemingly appear out of nowhere, synchronicities will abound, and people will be drawn to your positive energy. You attract what you're vibrating at, not what you're asking for with your conscious mind alone. This signal is incredibly powerful because it bypasses conscious thought. It's the raw energetic signature of your subconscious programming. It's what reality reads to understand who you are and what you're here to experience. Any discrepancy between your conscious desires and your dominant energetic signal will lead to frustration and a feeling of being out of sync. Understanding this energetic broadcast is vital, but what happens when you can't even identify the source of a negative signal? What if the blocks themselves are hidden? The energetic blocks that limit us are often invisible, deeply ingrained patterns we've accepted as part of ourselves. Finding them isn't about intellectual analysis. It's about tuning into your subtle energy and recognizing where you feel resistance, contraction, or a lack of flow. These blocks are like energetic knots that constrict your ability to receive what you desire. Fear is a major culprit. Fear of failure, fear of success, fear of judgment, fear of not being enough. These are powerful energetic anchors that drag you down. They often stem from past experiences where you felt threatened, shamed, or rejected. The original download of that fear might have come from a parent who warned you constantly, a teacher who criticized you harshly, or a situation that felt overwhelming. Beliefs of unworthiness are equally potent. If, as a child, you were often compared unfavorably to others, or if you felt your needs were secondary, you might have downloaded the belief that you simply don't deserve good things. These beliefs create a subconscious self-sabotage mechanism. Even without a specific traumatic event, the collective consciousness and societal programming can implant these blocks. The constant barrage of scarcity narratives in the media, the pressure to conform, or the subtle messages that you're not enough can all contribute to your energetic landscape. These external influences essentially work through the people and systems around you to imprint their limitations onto your subconscious. Identifying these deeply embedded patterns is the first step. But once you've begun to recognize them, the question becomes, how do you actively choose and install a new and empowering identity? Now that we understand the architecture of your current reality and the old code that built it, it's time to become the conscious designer of your future. This isn't about wishful thinking. It's a deliberate process of crafting a new identity, a new energetic blueprint that aligns with your deepest desires. This is where you reclaim your power as the creator of your life. Start by getting crystal clear about who you want to be. What qualities do you admire in others that you wish to embody? What feelings do you want to experience consistently? Joy, peace, confidence, freedom. Don't just think about what you want to have, but who you want to be. Visualize this new version of yourself with as much detail as possible. What does this person look like? How do they carry themselves? What are their beliefs about themselves and the world? What actions do they take effortlessly? Immerse yourself in the feeling of being this person. This isn't just a mental exercise, it's an energetic imprinting. You are creating a new energetic signature, a compelling vision that your subconscious can latch onto. You are essentially creating the master blueprint for the reality you wish to manifest. Think of it as an artist sketching out the initial, perfect design before bringing it to life with color and form. This newly designed self is your target. It's the ideal you that you're now ready to install. But how do we translate this design into a program that your subconscious can actually run? The most powerful way to install a new identity, a new code, into your subconscious is through repetition and emotional engagement. Think of it like installing new software on a computer. It needs to be run and processed correctly to become operational. For your subconscious, this means consistent, high-vibrational input. Affirmations are a starting point, but they need to be more than just spoken words. They need to be infused with feeling. When you say, "I am abundant," don't just say it. Feel the spaciousness, the ease, the security that abundance would bring. Connect emotionally to the new identity you are designing. Another incredibly effective method is through guided visualization, especially audio. When you listen to carefully crafted programs, like the ones we're using here, your subconscious mind is more receptive. These auditory codes bypass the critical, analytical part of your conscious mind and speak directly to the deeper programming. The key is to create a situation where your subconscious mind believes this new identity is already a reality. This is achieved through consistent exposure and emotional resonance. The more you expose yourself to the feeling, the energetic signature of your desired identity, the more your subconscious will begin to integrate it as your new operating system. This new code is being written, but how do you ensure it sticks and doesn't get overwritten by the old programming? It requires consistent reinforcement. Consistency is the absolute bedrock of reprogramming your subconscious. Think of it like forging a new path through a dense forest. The first time you walk it, it's difficult and you might easily wander off course. But the more you traverse that same path, the clearer and more defined it becomes. That's precisely what daily repetition does for your new identity. You are repeatedly reinforcing the new energetic signal, the new code, until it becomes the default setting. This process tells your subconscious, this is the new normal. This is who we are now. Even small, consistent actions taken daily are far more powerful than sporadic, intense efforts. This repetition can take many forms. Listening to your new codes each day, practicing your new affirmations with feeling, engaging in small actions that align with your new identity, or even consciously choosing to respond to situations from this new perspective. The goal is to create a consistent loop of reinforcement. Without this daily practice, it's like planting a seed and forgetting to water it. The old programming, like persistent weeds, will try to reassert their dominance. You are essentially creating a new energetic habit. This consistent input is what locks in the new programming, making it not just a temporary phase, but a fundamental shift. But even with daily repetition, the physical world doesn't transform overnight. Why does reality sometimes seem slow to catch up? It's natural to want instant results. You've installed the new code, you're doing the repetitions, and yet the external world might feel stubbornly the same for a while. This is a crucial point of understanding that many people miss. Reality doesn't instantly flip a switch and reflect your internal change. It's more like a sophisticated mirror that takes a moment to adjust its reflection. Your physical reality is a manifestation of your dominant energetic state over time. When you introduce new programming and new energetic signals, your subconscious is busy integrating it. It's recalibrating your internal compass. This process takes time because the old programs were deeply entrenched. Think of it like turning a massive cruise ship. You can change the course, but it takes time for the inertia of the ship to respond and for it to move in the new direction. Your outer reality has been following a specific energetic trajectory for years, even decades. Shifting that momentum requires sustained, consistent energetic input. The universe is constantly updating your experience based on your most dominant vibration. While you are actively working to change that vibration, the universe is still working with the residual energy of your previous identity. The external world is catching up to your internal evolution. Trust the process and know that the reflections are coming. So, how do you ensure this new identity doesn't fade and that the reflections do appear as you intended? Anchoring your new identity is like planting deep roots for a mighty tree. It's about creating strong, energetic connections that ensure this new way of being becomes permanent, a fundamental part of your energetic DNA. This isn't just about repetition. It's about solidifying the new identity so it becomes an intrinsic part of your being, not just something you do. One powerful way to anchor is through sensory association. Link specific feelings, symbols, or even sounds to your new identity. For instance, a particular piece of music might become the soundtrack to your success, or a specific scent might remind you of your abundance. Whenever you encounter these anchors, they instantly bring you back to your new energetic state. Another method is to consciously acknowledge and celebrate every small win that aligns with your new identity. Did you handle a challenging situation with calm confidence instead of your old reactivity? Acknowledge it. Did you choose a healthy meal when you craved junk food? Celebrate that victory. These moments are powerful confirmations that reinforce the new program. You are essentially creating a self-sustaining energetic loop. The more you embody the new identity, the more you attract experiences that confirm it, which in turn strengthens the identity itself. This continuous feedback loop is what makes the change not just noticeable, but irrevocable. As these anchors take hold and you consistently embody your new self, the world around you begins to shift. You start to see the evidence, the tangible proof of your inner transformation. And then, it happens. The subtle shifts begin to manifest in your external world. You might notice opportunities appearing that perfectly align with your new desires. Perhaps you find yourself attracting more supportive people or encountering synchronicities that feel undeniably meaningful. These are not coincidences. They are reality's way of reflecting your updated energetic signal. You might experience moments of profound peace or unshakable confidence that were previously elusive. Challenges that once felt overwhelming may now seem manageable or even disappear altogether. It's as if the universe is rearranging itself to match the new reality you've energetically created within. This is the culmination of the reprogramming process. You've acted as the architect, designed the new blueprints, installed the new code, and consistently reinforced it. Now you are witnessing the physical manifestation of your inner transformation. It's a beautiful, empowering affirmation that you are, indeed, the powerful creator of your own experience. But remember, this isn't a destination you arrive at and then stop. This is the beginning of a continuous co-creation. By anchoring this new identity and continuing to nurture it, you ensure that these positive reflections become your new normal, and the potential for growth is limitless. This journey of creation is ongoing, and the tools we've explored are just the beginning. Keep reinforcing your new identity and watch as your reality continues to expand and surprise you. That's it for this one. Make sure to subscribe for more videos and hit that notification bell so you never miss a new video. See you in the next one.